Picture this. In a quiet village in Okinawa, an 87-year-old woman named Mrs. Tanaka is starting her day. But instead of coffee and toast, her breakfast is miso soup, a side of seaweed, and a warm cup of green tea. These are the same simple foods she's been eating for decades. Meanwhile, many of us in the West, once we hit 50, start to notice a change. Our energy dips, our joints start to ache, and keeping up with the grandkids feels like a workout. But what if I told you that in Japan, it's common to see people in their 80s and 90s still gardening, walking, and living full, active lives? What is their secret? Is it some expensive supplement or a complicated, hard-to-follow diet plan? Not at all. Scientists and researchers are pointing to something much simpler: the everyday foods they've been eating for generations. The real question is, are you missing out on these simple secrets to a longer, healthier life? Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from and what age you are. Drop it in the comments below. Let's see our global community. So, what's the deal with Japan? Why does it have the world's highest number of people living past 90, many of whom stay healthy and independent well into their later years? While we in the West are constantly chasing the next big health trend, keto, paleo, endless supplements, the elders in Japan are doing something radically different. They're simply sticking to their traditional diet. It's not about restriction or chasing fads, it's about consistency. Countless studies show that these simple, daily staples are the foundation of their incredible longevity and vitality. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the oldest wisdom is the best. This brings us to a major myth we need to bust about healthy eating after 50. Many of us have been taught to believe that the answer lies in low-fat everything, super high-protein diets, or spending a fortune on so-called superfoods from faraway lands. But here's the shocking truth. These habits can actually backfire as we age. For example, some restrictive diets can leave us nutrient deficient and low on energy. Japanese elders, on the other hand, don't count calories or obsess over macronutrients. They skip the fads and stick to what works: simple, whole, time-tested foods. It's time to ask yourself, are you still following outdated advice that might be doing more harm than good? Let's get into the specifics. The first powerhouse food is fermented soy. I'm talking about things like natto, miso, and tofu. In Japan, these aren't exotic health foods. They are daily staples. They're packed with probiotics, which are essential for a healthy gut. And we now know the gut is linked to everything from our mood to our immune system. Studies also link regular consumption of these foods to stronger bones and a healthier heart. I spoke with Mrs. Sato, an 84-year-old from Kyoto, who told me, "My daily bowl of miso soup keeps my stomach happy and my bones strong. It's simple comfort. You can start easily by adding a spoonful of miso paste to hot water for a quick soup or swapping out meat for tofu in a stir-fry." Next up, let's talk about something many of us overlook: sea vegetables. Think nori, wakame, and kombu. While they might seem unusual, these are nutritional powerhouses. They are incredibly rich in minerals like iodine, calcium, and magnesium, nutrients that are often missing from the typical Western diet. Iodine is crucial for a healthy thyroid, which controls your metabolism and energy levels. As we age, keeping our metabolism firing is key. Mr. Tanaka, a sprightly 90-year-old fisherman, laughed and said, "A little seaweed every day keeps me strong." It's so easy to add to your diet. Sprinkle some shredded nori on a salad, or add some wakame to your next soup for a nutrient boost. Daily food number 3 is all about fish and those amazing omega-3s. But we're not talking about giant, expensive fillets. Japanese elders often eat small, oily fish like sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. These fish are brimming with omega-3 fatty acids, which are famous for their brain-boosting, heart-protecting, and joint-soothing properties. It's no coincidence that populations with high fish consumption have lower rates of cognitive decline and heart issues. Mrs. Nakamura, a sharp-witted 88-year-old, credits her daily portion of fish for her sharp memory. She told me she still wins at board games against her grandchildren. Don't be intimidated. Canned sardines or salmon on a piece of whole-grain toast is a fantastic, simple, and affordable lunch. Let's move on to the fourth staple: a rainbow of vegetables and pickles. Every traditional Japanese meal is a feast for the eyes. filled with colorful vegetables. But there's another secret on their plate: pickles, known as tsukemono. These aren't the super salty pickles you might be thinking of. They are lightly pickled vegetables, often fermented, which means they provide another dose of probiotics for gut health, along with fiber and antioxidants. Mr. Suzuki, a 79-year-old retired teacher, said, "These pickles remind me of my mother's kitchen. They just make my stomach feel good." The takeaway here is simple. Fill your plate with a variety of colorful veggies, and don't be afraid to try making your own quick pickles at home. A happy gut is a cornerstone of healthy aging. And finally, the fifth daily ritual: green tea. In Japan, green tea isn't just a drink. It's a moment of calm, a ritual that punctuates the day. But it's also a potent health tonic. It's loaded with antioxidants called catechins, which have been shown to support brain health, reduce stress, and even lower blood pressure. Studies have found that elders who drink green tea daily tend to have better memory and cognitive function. The amazing 93-year-old Mrs. Yamada sips her tea and says, "A cup of green tea keeps my mind calm and clear." Why not try swapping one of your daily coffees for a cup of high-quality green tea and see how you feel? So, how do you actually start incorporating these foods without feeling overwhelmed? You don't need to move to Japan. The key is to start with simple swaps. Instead of toast and jam for breakfast, why not try a warm, comforting bowl of miso soup? It's surprisingly easy to make. When you're making a stir-fry or a salad, throw in some cubed tofu or a handful of edamame. Add a sprinkle of seaweed flakes to your soups or rice. And maybe switch out that afternoon soda for a refreshing cup of green tea. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Start small, experiment with new flavors, and listen to your body. Every small change you make is a step toward a healthier, more vibrant you. And don't just take my word for it. Let's look at some real-life stories from our own community. Margaret, who is 67 and lives in Toronto, started having miso soup for breakfast and drinking green tea. She wrote to me saying, "I can't believe the difference. My afternoon energy slump is gone." Then there's Raj, 72, from London. He started adding seaweed to his diet and making simple pickles. He was amazed to find that his blood pressure readings improved. These aren't isolated cases. People all over the world are discovering the power of these simple, traditional foods. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these foods? What has been your experience? Share your age, your location, and your story in the comments below. Let's learn from each other. So, let's quickly recap the 5 daily food secrets of Japanese longevity. Fermented soy like miso and tofu, nutrient-dense sea vegetables, omega-3 rich fish, a rainbow of colorful veggies and pickles, and antioxidant-packed green tea. The most beautiful part of this is that it's not about a diet. It's about a way of life, a simple, delicious, and sustainable approach to eating that has been proven over centuries. And the best news? It is never too late to start. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just pick one new food to try this week. See how it makes you feel. Your journey to a longer, healthier life can start with a single bowl of soup or a single cup of tea. Thank you so much for watching and for being a part of this community. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next video on tips for healthy aging. Let's continue this journey together.